Yeah, I can't get in. I'm trying to get Al.
You can't? Is it full?
No, it's just not. I don't know what's going on yet. Can't get in. Working on it. Not sure what's going on.
Can Al help or just you try? Got the password?
Elvis, right?
Did you put the password in?
Yeah, Elvis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put in Elvis. It's like it's not even loading the fucking client correctly.
You can try to restart. Do you try to restart the game?
Oh, I'm in. Got it.
You're in pole. The track temp
All right.
is 30 Celsius. All
Let's
right,
get this
Jake,
stream
be
fixed.
ready.
There we go. All right, we got no overs yet. It doesn't matter. Okay, let me switch back up to broadcast channel. All right. We got it. Welcome, everybody. Technical difficulties at the start here, but that's all right. We are just getting staged for the start of 2 hours.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Oops.
All right.
Yep, good now.
Well, a little interlude there from our boss man.
Yeah, I was trying to get in the server, couldn't figure out what was wrong. Anyway, so what I can do here. Yeah. Find a little. Let's find a.
Are you live, Jake?
Yeah, we're live. We are ready to go.
I'm showing blank screen.
Ooh. Should just be delayed. We're up. Streaming to Twitch, NAGP TV, 8 viewers. Yeah, I think it's just delayed.
Well, welcome, race fans, for part 2, mid-season Spa Classic. Finished the Dash for the Cash last week. That was a wild one, wasn't it, Jake?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it really was.
Hey, we got Kenny Rodriguez in the house. Hey, Kenny, thanks for joining us. Two minutes 48.
Yeah,
Wanna
let's
run down the order, Jake.
I guess we can run down the order, although I don't have all the top 10 in. Maybe I should pull up. I guess no, I don't have a list to pull up. So anyway, we got Zack.
Well,
Who's missing in the top 10, and where's he supposed to be? It's the person.
I got Hefner, Merosh, Zabo, Parsons. There's your top 4. Taylor and Kirkbride, Cuppet, and
I think somebody else is in 7th behind Matt Taylor. It's not Cuppet. We got an empty space there.
Taylor and Kirkbride.
Yeah, but
We do have a space there.
yeah, there's you see only 9 in the list there. That means we're missing one person out of the top 10, and I'm not sure who it is. Where did Ian finish last week? Anyway.
Well, last week's finishing order was Hefner, Zabo, Merosh, Parsons, Taylor, Kirkbride, Adamson, Cuppet, Montgomery,
Aha.
Merriman, Zahn, Moses, Mark DeGraw, Ab Wozniak, Dan Thorpe, and Brad Maris, top 16.
Gotcha.
John Ricker in 17th, Bjorn Heyman in 18th. But Bjorn's being moved to the back of the pack because I think he was a bit of a naughty guy last week.
Mm-hmm. That's the understanding. He's none too happy about that penalty, but it happens. So,
Hey,
yeah.
it is what it is. So Bjorn's going to start at the back. 18 is going to be Omer Gomez. 19 is Iggy Jordia. 20th, Justin Lamke. And we see Justin's got a house full of fans here.
He does.
Sergio Calderon in 21st. JT Laro and John Ludded and Carlos De La Torre. That's how it ended up last week anyway.
Yes. So points-wise, Peter Sabo's in the lead. We're about halfway through the season here. Or I guess this is halfway. The Spa race.
At the end of tonight, it will definitely be
Yep.
just the halfway mark.
So we will see Peter Sabo in the lead right now in the individual championship. All right, we're getting ready to go here. 2 hours. Andrew Adamson is missing. I don't know what that's about.
Lights are up. Get ready for NAGP Thursday Night GT action.
Green, green, green.
Looks like a good start by Parsons. Up to second. I think everybody's going to get through okay. Ooh, somebody... Blue car off back there.
Busy, busy, busy. At the back of the pack. All streaming through a roof. We got one off into the grass, but looked like he kept going.
Oh, goodness. You got a real battle in the middle of the pack here. I cannot tell how many cars wide that is, but it's a lot. Goodness gracious. So Parsons has taken the lead.
Not surprising. Oh, boy, we got a... I'll find out who that is spinning. In the back of the pack. I'm following around the back of the pack. Just trying to pick up any stragglers here. All tight and early going, though.
Chris Moses left, so I'm guessing he had trouble there.
Well, that's an absolute shame if you did. I don't see him up on my screen.
Yeah, he just left, so I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway, Hefner not giving Parsons enough room to breathe here, staying on his tail.
First lap action, still real tight.
JT Laro is right on the bumper of Jonathan Cuppett here.
Ludden just got around Justin Lamke. Into the bus stop. All tight, tight, tight.
Yeah, you hardly know where to look.
Might as well just stay up the front there for a little bit. I know we got a lot of Lamke fans there. Just to give you a little update. Jesse Olsen just went by Lamke. Those R8s seem to be coming into their own lately.
You know what? I'm not sure about the fuel usage of the different cars this season, but I did hear some of the guys complaining, or not complaining, but they were talking strategy to to do, just 2 stops here, one of their stints would have to be 20 laps long. And some guys were saying they couldn't do that on fuel. And I'm looking at Parsons, who jumped ahead at the start, and he looks a little bit faster than these guys. I'm looking at him on the soft tires, and I'm thinking maybe Parsons has to make one more stop than these guys. Maybe he will have a 3-stop race. So let's keep an eye on that. In that case, he would really need to outpace these guys at this point in the race to have a win here. Or he's making the softs last, 20 laps. So.
Well, maybe not. But in the 3-stop, if these guys are going 20 laps on their mediums, what are the mediums like after 20 laps?
Yeah.
I mean, is it better off to get in and get some fresh softs?
I think
and do an extra stop.
Maybe they've told me before that the
I
tires.
really love all this strategy, though.
Yeah, me too. We'll see what they do. Right now, Parsons isn't able to get much more than a second ahead of Hefner here. Hefner's got a second ahead of David Maros. And Matt Taylor's right on his tail, and then Peter Sabo's in 5th right now with Kevin Kirkbride right behind. So Al Merriman, too, up in 7th. So good start for him compared to what we've seen so far this season out of the Viper. It's a shame we don't have Andrew Adamson here. Bad news for Roddy Burns, which is, let's see, their first place in the points. So, see if they can hang on to it. Certainly, Kirkbride will have to get ahead of the guys from Turbo Nerds, Peter Sabo and David Maros, in order for that to happen. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, just a little farther back, Al Merriman, Thorpe is right behind him with Mark DeGrasse, David Zahn, and JT Laro. So they're all in there fighting tooth and nail. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Thorpe and Merriman had quite the battle last week as
Peter
well.
Sabo's on the inside of his teammate here. And Kevin Kirkbride going to try and follow him through. Oh! David closes the door there. Kevin Kirkbride gets the inside. And into the next corner. And he takes that position. So P5 for Kevin Kirkbride. And like I said, those guys, those 2 Porsches in the Gulf Oil livery, that's Turbo Nerds in their 2nd place in the points. So Kevin's really got to beat these guys as well. Peter's P1 in the standings and Kevin's P2, so in the individual standings.
Well, pretty much our whole board here, all the way up to P15, is either yellow or red. So they are definitely giving it right where they left off last week.
Jesse Olsen putting pressure on John Ludden. Ludden was showing pace on Monday.
Yeah, well, Ludden is all over the back of Ab Wozniak right now.
Yep.
Oh, we got contact there. That looked like Sean Ricker
Uh-oh.
and Ab Wozniak. Whoa, and bad spot there for Ab. He's now dropping like a stone in the pond. Well, good. You should have backed up and gone out the back door there, Ab.
Yeah, that's a bad place to get spun.
Absolutely, has dropped him all the way back to 26th.
All right. Well, he's got 2 hours, so almost 2 hours. We'll see what he can.
Yeah, that was an identical move that happened to Chris Moses last week, and talking to him afterwards, he said he should have just backed up and gone out the back door.
You mean into the pits, or?
No. He was in the first part of that hairpin there. He could have just backed up in that off track there, turned the car around, and headed back down. So Ludden still battling Cuppet.
Ludden's on soft tires too.
Zahn, Thorpe, and Merriman. Well, Parsons has got his lead stretched out to almost 2 seconds, and this is 4.5 laps. So maybe Parsons is going to try and stretch that out. Over 20 laps. It could be enough to pick up that extra pit stop.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Got, 58 laps to go here, so yeah, 2 seconds a lap will give you a pit stop. Or, excuse me, half a second a lap. The pit stops are pretty quick here in these cars. Don't have to stay stopped for long. So we'll see how much the actual time impact is. I'm not sure, but it's not going to be much more than 30 seconds. I'm on board with John Ludden here, watching him put pressure on Jonathan Cuppett. It's right up there. Oh, somebody's off to the right there. It's David Zahn. Has some trouble.
Yep. Zahn is off into the grass there. And that allows Justin Lampke and Iggy Jordia through.
Yep.
Brad Maris.
Lamke in 17th in the Audi. Take a look at him. There he is.
Yep, he's Jason Marison's on.
He's got a nice roll bar there. Mark DeGraw. Well, not yet. He's getting closer to JT Laro. Where, tell you who else we're missing. Salem Montgomery. Oh. Yeah, he is. He's in 25th.
Yeah, we've got Salem all the way back in 25th.
Did he have, it looks like he does have some damage. It's hard to tell in the Ford. The damage isn't great looking, but...
I'm just taking a spin around now. It may be, let me zoom in.
He was 20 seconds slow. Let's see. Yeah, he had an issue on lap one, maybe two.
He's got a bouncing hood.
Yeah.
So it looks like the glass is intact, but the hood is bouncing around, so he's definitely taking some damage there.
Yeah. Sabo's
He
got
showing good pace in that Ford GT.
right. Kirkbide's still trying to chase down Sabo after they got by David Maros, his teammate. There we go.
Well, Hefner is still maintaining that less than 2 second gap to Parsons. So it's Parsons and JT Laro are both on the softs. John Ludden's on softs, and Sergio Calderon. All the rest are on mediums.
Wow. Okay, looking for close times here.
And we got another driver there. Not really familiar with. Maybe you guys can help me out. By the name of Philippe Simard.
Yep, that's him. That's correct. I got his name pronunciation before we started. He is in Trevor Snowden's car. So, and he was looking quick in practice. So we will see what he can accomplish here. Of course, he had the start at the back, and here he's trying to make his way by Sergio. Sergio gets a little wrong there, gets in the way, but Philippe checks up and doesn't cause an accident there. He's going to wait and get that pass safely, it looks like. So, I think he was the fastest car in practice, actually, with 40 kilograms for a little while. So, we'll see. He's got some world records here at Spa. I'm not sure if it's in Assetto Corsa or in other games.
Well, welcome, Philippe, and you're looking pretty racy there. It does look like Sergio wants to let you by, but yeah, you definitely have pace there. A little bump, yeah. Just give him a little bit of the fender, and away you go, Philly.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, good pass there. So we'll keep an eye on him. Miss anything further up as John Love's making an attempt against Mark DeGraw here. Or do I have that backwards? Something like that. He gets by.
So Parsons has increased his lead to 2.76 seconds.
Parsons has got the fastest laps of the race too. So yeah, and he's still, yeah, like I said, a little bit under half a second a lap. So that should be able to get him pit stop time if he's gonna have to make an extra stop. But we'll see. Omar Gomez is out. That's unfortunate.
So Big Al Merriman's having a good clean race here so far in P7.
Yeah.
And JT Laro is in P8 with the Corvette C7R. So obviously they've got something figured out with these Vipers and the Vets this week.
Yeah, clearly. Taylor has got fastest lap of the race and is trying to chase down Hefner here. Taylor and Hefner not teammates, sharing the same car. There are two teams on the Nissan.
So the Porsches are looking pretty racy around here as well.
Yeah, they are.
You know, I got Ludden chasing Dan Thorpe coming down to the bus stop, and boy.
Oh, JT Laro right up on the back of Al. Looks like he outbraked him in that corner.
Well, if you scoot back one car, you got Dan Thorpe, and Ludden's all over the back of him. Yep. Mark DeGraw's not far behind him with Jesse Olsen not far behind them. So a good battle going on here, and this is all for like P7.
Wonder if JT Laro can get the draft here. Oh, okay. So you lose a lot of speed going up that corner there. Not sure the vet could stay close enough to Al to gain any time there after the hill. And Taylor is
they're in tight together there.
Oh, and JT John Ludden goes on the inside of Dan Thorpe there. And Mark DeGraw says, I'll try that. Except he's on the outside now. Doesn't manage it. So Ludden in 9th place. Dan Thorpe keeps 10th for now.
You can stay where you are, but just a little update here. Ab Wozniak just got around Sergio Calderon, and Montgomery is now on Sergio's tail. So Sergio coming under early pressure.
Oh, goodness. Somebody, I think that's Lamke. Might have needed to lock down there. Had a big spin. Not sure what happened there. I just caught the tail end of it.
Spun?
He spun bad. He might be out of the race. He got...
Nope, he's back moving.
No, he's back on the track.
Motoring.
Yeah, but might have gotten some damage there.
I'm checking his car out. I got the zoom cam in.
think Philippe was caught up in that.
Looks pretty good.
All right, somebody hit him. I think when he was back on track. Anyway, we'll see. Moving back up front here. Sabo's still ahead of
What a
Kirkbride.
battle going on up here for P7.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Mark DeGraw really looking for a way by Dan Thorpe. Oh, and look at Olsen. He's got to run. Or does he?
Gonna have a look.
Oh, goodness.
Awful crowded up there, though.
Yeah, it is. Take it easy, guys. Got a lot of race to go.
Well, you know, good on Jesse Olsen there. I mean, he had a little look-see, but it was there was a lot of cars heading into that corner there, so good on him to hold back.
Matt getting very close to Zack Hefner here.
Yeah, absolutely. I just caught up to that, right on his bumper.
Jesse Olsen thinking about that pass on Mark DeGraw. He's on the outside.
Outside, on the outside.
Now he's on the inside.
Whoa, and
Gets the
gets
position.
it done.
Wow. Good pass there.
And in the catbird position is Coppett.
Whoa,
He's right
JT
back
Laro.
there looking at this going,
Trouble.
holy jumping. JT Lauer puts it off. Uh-oh. I'm just looking at JT's car. Whoa, a smash to smithereens. Hood flapping, right quarter, left rear, and rear end. JT as car. We've lost Carlos Del Torre as well.
Yeah.
But up farther here, we got Sean Ricker, Coppett, DeGraw, Olsen, Thorpe, and Merriman, all in, fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah.
And I just took a quick look up there at the roof. But you've got Taylor all over the back of Zack Hefner.
Yep. Just hopped up. We keep hopping back and forth between those groups as I see the times get close. Taylor really looking to gain an advantage here. Wow, takes a wide line around there.
What kind of paint job is on that Sean Ricker's car? Holy fucking.
That is a damage on a Ford GT. It doesn't look very nice.
It is. It looks like he's rolled that thing.
Yeah, it's no, that's just what it looks like when it gets damaged. So, just not a very varied picture there. Sort of added some gray to it. Looks like Lamke's still in the race. I think he got that damage repaired. Yeah, looks like he did. So he would have already went in the pits. Yeah, he did. So maybe
he's trying to hang on to the back of Philippe Simard.
Yeah, Simard also affected in that incident and went into the pits. So we will see what these guys can accomplish with that early pit stop. You know, maybe that means they can run long with this one. I don't know. The limitation seems to be fuel here, so we'll see what they do. Anyway, bad luck.
Okay, I'm back up on top with Taylor and Hefner, and Taylor's got a run on Hefner. I
Yep.
think Taylor might be running a little less downforce because he sure had him on the straight. He's got him this time around.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. On the inside now. Now this has been a controversial set of corners here. Oh, Hefner's ahead. Taylor on the outside now. Hefner's still ahead.
Slippery curb.
Wow. So if Taylor's using lower downforce, that means Hefner's getting deeper into those braking zones. Definitely taking advantage. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's heating up back here in 7th. Although 7th, Ludden is pretty safe. He's got 2 seconds back to Al Merriman. But then right behind Merriman is Thorpe. Right behind Thorpe is Jesse Olson. And right behind Jesse Olson is Mark DeGraw. So, Dan Thorpe in particular looking to get out of this pack and try and go get back up to Ludden, I'm sure.
Well, you know, Thorpe's got his work cut out for him because, you know, both Al and the Thunder from Down Under, Parsons, are seem to have got this Viper set up for this track.
They do. You're absolutely right. As Parsons is still in the lead, we haven't really talked about him because he's still in the lead. 3.5 seconds. So in 11 laps we've turned here. Only got 3.5 seconds. That might not be enough if he's doing one more pit stop than some of these guys behind him, but we will have to see. It's too early to make that judgment call. He might not. He might just be so easy on the softs and the fuel that it's not a problem to go 20 laps, but we'll see.
Wow. Merriman, Thorpe, Olson, and DeGraw. That is quite the battle going on here.
Yep. Hopping back to that. Looks like Hefner and Taylor still pretty stable. Taylor's still right on his tail.
Taylor wasn't in close enough this time around to grab a draft.
Wow. Okay, DeGraw. You have a run on Olson here? Nope. Spoke too soon.
Oh, Olson locking him up a little bit there. Ran all over the back of Dan Thorpe.
Oh, goodness. All right, I got to hop up and see Matt Taylor on Zack Hefner here. He's
Absolutely.
right on his bumper.
Taylor's in tight with Hefner. DeGraw gets by Olson.
Wow.
Olson is all over the back of him, but that Taylor-Hefner battle is still going on for P2.
Yep, I'm just going to keep switching back and forth. It looks like Matt Taylor's still trying to find somewhere to make that pass. Oh, he's going to try in the braking zone here. But no, Zack Hefner really can take it later in the braking zones, it seems. Let's see if Taylor can take advantage on the next straight. Oh, and look at that. Jesse Olson takes that spot back. Mark DeGraw going to stay behind him for the chicane. Matt Taylor,
Yep, you
meanwhile.
stay down there. I'll let you know what's happening up front here.
Okay. Oh, we just lost. Oh, Al's having connection issues. Wow. Good thing he's on his own on track right now. That was really bad. It looked like we lost him for a second.
Taylor's having another look.
There he is on the inside. Oh, whoa!
Whoa,
Taylor
we
gets
knew
it
that was gonna
wrong
happen.
there.
Spinning it around. Can he
Wow.
get it back out again? No. Zabo by. Kirkbride by.
What about, where did Hefner end up? Okay, Hefner's in 4th. Got out just ahead of Taylor there.
Yeah. They
Wow.
both got going again, but, you know, it's still Hefner in front of Taylor, but they gave up to Zabo and Kirkbride.
Right.
And you know who that just played into?
That would be David. Oh, and Parsons.
Parsons is
Yeah.
now, his lead is
Oh, yeah.
almost, is just over
Oh,
9
yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, so, right. Good point. So, Parsons, let's see, previous to this, his best finish was 7th. If he can take home a win here today, that's quite an improvement. His best finish this season, I should say. Obviously, he's won before.
Yeah, he's not a stranger at winning this on this track. Oh, Zahn and Dan Thorpe. So Dan Thorpe has dropped a couple of spots here. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I was following that battle up front. I'm sure he
was in behind with Mark DeGraw and Olsen. They were fighting that battle up there for Al Merriman, but he has dropped down to 14th now. So
Yep.
a little unfortunate for Dan Thorpe.
A little bit more of a gap between all those guys now. We'll see if the pace kind of stabilizes. Zach Hefner getting close to Kevin Kirkbride here. Was looking quicker earlier. Let's see. He's turning 217s, 216s occasionally. Yeah, just about the same for those guys as far as pace. So
yeah, it looks like that little spin around is taking the wind out of Taylor's sails for a little bit. And I'm surprised, I'm just taking a quick boo back here. JT Laro stayed out on track. I guess he decided that it wasn't worth getting another pit stop, but his car is beat to pieces. He's chasing Johnny McIntyre for P16.
right. Well, if he's on the softs and if he has to stop 3 times, I guess his window's coming up. So maybe he would just, keep going until you get to, about 15 laps. So, 14 or 15. Maybe he'll pit at the end of this lap. By the way, Philippe is past Sergio Calderon after his pit stop, so he may still have something to show us here. He's not a lap down. Nobody's lapped yet, but Justin Lamke is 147 behind the leader, and our laps are about 230. Yeah, so it'll be a little while before we see any lap cars, unless we see any big mistakes.
Oh, a little bit yet.
Matt Taylor is getting pretty close to David Maros here. Did David get by him? Yeah, he must have. Matt Taylor was in 5th.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, that little incident there, that little spinaroo there, and it sort of left everybody in the lurch there. So Taylor all over the back of Maros right now. Getting a little loose coming out of that bus stop, though.
Yeah, I think that's just the nature of that corner, to be honest. That low.
Olsen down on the inside of Mark DeGraw, going to take that position from him. And John Ludden into the pits.
Okay. So, right, that he was on the softs. That's kind of what we were expecting. Let's see what Parsons' pace is doing. Parsons' last lap was a little slower. He's gradually slowing down. So I'd say those softs might be getting a little old. We should expect to see him come in maybe at the end of this lap. Sabo, on the other hand, his laps are consistent. He just turned his fastest lap just now. Likewise for Kirkbride. Likewise for Hefner. Not his fastest, but they're pretty consistently up there. So, yeah, I'd say we're going to see some different strategies. We'll see who wins this one. It's about to get interesting. Parsons all alone up here with an 8-second gap. Those slower laps, his past 5 laps been a little bit slower, and that's allowed Szabo to close that gap a little bit. It used to be 9 seconds.
So got a pretty good battle going on. It looks like for P11, Cup and Zahn and Brad Maris. Taylor's still all over the back of Maros.
Yeah, he is.
And now Jesse Olsen's made his way up, and another lap or two. He'll be
Parsons into the pits.
Challenge Merriman.
So, yep.
Lap 15.
3 stops. And Peter Szabo will not. So obviously he'll be ahead now. Parsons may take back, if all goes well for Parsons, he will take back the lead at lap 19 or 20 when Szabo pits. And yeah, they'll do that a couple times. And we will just have to see if Parsons can dominate in the pace and get further ahead.
Parsons is rolling.
He's going to come out, I think, somewhere
in 6.
Right in this fight. Okay, no, he's got plenty of room. Okay, that's right. That exit's pretty quick. So, very comfortably, he's got clean air. His teammate's behind him, but, 6 seconds behind him. And so Al Merriman on the medium's definitely going with the strategy we're seeing from everybody else. Only Ludden and Parsons have we seen pit so far, except for the guys that had a mistake. JT Laro's in the pits, so yeah, he waited until the end of his window, and I'm sure he's going to get his damage fixed now.
Kirkbride and Szabo, out there. Szabo in P1, Kirkbride in P2, but looks like Kirkbride wants to take that spot away from him.
It's a battle for first now, so that's a little more interesting than the battle for second. I bet Kirkbride would like to lead some laps here, especially with his teammate gone, So, let's see what he can do. Here's Szabo using all the track there. And there.
Yeah, and look for that Parsons to make some gains here. He's on fresh tires.
Fresh, soft tires. Yep.
Fuel load.
Yep. He did go back on the soft.
It makes it very interesting. I really like it when these guys are, switching up the strategies. It makes it interesting. I always like to see when these guys are doing something different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to mix up the Monday League because people have realized that the mediums are really quick. So.
Well, I think I've tried just about every strategy I could possibly think of. It's never done me any good.
Well, staying on track's the hard part after all.
Well, pretty much the best strategy I've got is to sit here on Thursday night and cajole and bring you all the action here at NAGP.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for all the viewers out there. NAGP runs a Monday and a Thursday league. We're a totally non-profit organization, so make your donation at nagp.com.
Do we own NAGP.com?
Olsen and Merriman. Olsen's got a run on him.
I'm watching. Jesse's ahead. Al has to slot in behind there.
Yeah, I didn't think Al was going to push the issue there. It looked like the Nissan had a full head of steam coming there.
Yeah. Parsons back to those quick laps. He's turning laps that are just as fast as Peter Szabo. Excuse me, not just as fast, a second faster now. No, he should. Excuse me. He's just finished his pit lap. He may be soon. We'll see.
You know, I gotta put a little shout out there. You know, I think David Zahn's having a hell of a season this year. You know, got that Lambo hooked up pretty good. Currently sitting in P12 tonight.
Yeah, he had some issues earlier
Yes,
on. Went off track there.
As he takes it off track. Sorry about that, David.
Yeah. He went off track there in the chicane early on, and saw red up front. But
Okay, Hefner, Kirkbride, Zabo. And Marosh in the catbird seat, just a little behind them, saying, "Go ahead, duke it out." You just like, whoa! Kirkbride locks her all up. Hefner, nice avoidance there.
is Kirkbride gonna lose that spot? He might. These guys are close. Oh goodness!
Yeah, but Marosh is right behind with a full head of steam. Marosh is going to go. He's going to freight train right by these guys. Oh, is he going to pull the inside outside? Maybe. Oh!
Gosh,
boy,
these
boy,
guys.
Oh, holy jumping. This is great action here. Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Hang on, David.
Wow, what a pass.
Oh, little slide by Marosh there. Boy, got that car hooked right up.
Jeez.
Yeah, and again, back in the catbird position. Now we got Taylor saying, "Duke it out, boys. I'm gaining."
Taylor's going to find himself behind Hefner again. This time, instead of P2 and P3, they're in P4 and P5. Pretty soon, we'll be mixing it up with our pit stops. We got some optimistic folks here. I think Laro's going to pull one out on us. He is not Laro, excuse me. Justin Lamke. He's currently last. Actually, he just went off of the chicane and pulled into the pits, so maybe he was running out of gas there. Maybe he just discovered what some of the others were talking about with the gasoline running out on lap 20.
Taylor way out on the outside there. Hefner and Marosh. You know, we're not even halfway through this race, and you would swear we're on the last lap here.
Yeah, these guys are battling, and we haven't even had the first pit stop for this group.
Okay, so there's a pair of Nissans, and Taylor's got to have way less downforce because he just went by Hefner like Hefner's threw the anchor out.
Hefner gonna look for... Nope. Gonna stay behind for now.
So Zabo, Kirkbride, Marosh, Taylor, Hefner, your top five. Heading into the end of lap 19, and they're still within 6 seconds of each other. Parsons, who has made his pit stop already, is 17 seconds back, so it's going to be really close.
You know what? I think for everybody who's gone in the pits, I've lost their little color indicators there, so that's annoying.
Montgomery in the pits.
Okay. Yep, and there it goes. Oh, well. We'll just be playing it with the timings here for the rest of it, maybe. We'll see. Hopefully some of these guys in the front keep theirs. Taylor into the pits on lap 20. Hefner keeps going. Is not pitted yet. Right, that's the start of lap 20. So Taylor went 19 laps there and then pitted. He will have to take a stint of 20 laps like these guys are doing eventually.
Yep.
He is coming out, and he's going to be behind DeGraw. Yep.
Absolutely.
So Parsons now, Taylor was not in the lead, but Parsons now has about 15 seconds on Taylor. About 16 actually, so yeah, interesting. About a third of the way through the race. Yeah, my calculator's not that good, Jack. That is, we will just have to wait and see on that one.
My math always sucks on race night, so.
I guess I can see how long the pit stop takes, though. It's like about 5 seconds plus.
They're rather quick, actually.
Yeah, about 25, 26 seconds. Wow. So yeah.
Iggy Chordia and Wozniak both in and leaving the pits, and looks like Justin Lamke has picked up a spot there. So, starting to stretch themselves out. Zabo, Kirkbride, Barrows, Hefner, Parsons, Olson, Big Al Merriman, Mark DeGraw, Taylor, and Sean Richter, your top 10.
Parsons' strategy is paying off here. He's in totally clear air, not having to deal with anybody. He's not even got. He's passed Justin Lamke, but he might have passed him while he was in the pits. I don't. No, probably not. But you know, he hasn't really had to deal with much traffic here, so looks like it's paying off, and it looks like he's going to get by all these guys as they're in the pits. He certainly is.
Yep, Zabo and Maros, Hefner in the pits.
Let's see who's out first here. It looks like Hefner maybe had to adjust a little bit.
No, that was Maros. He overshot his pit.
Oh goodness. Can't be doing that, David. Okay, so Kirkbride out.
Olsen in the pits. Zahn in the pits. They're all flying in the pits now.
Kirkbride's out 12 seconds behind Parsons. Oh! And gets it wrong there, but recovers nicely. Wow. Talk about broadcaster's curse. That was a bad one. Okay, so fortunately I do have most of my flags working, so that's encouraging. And we got quite a line here again. That's Zabo flashing his lights at Kirkbride, followed by Hefner and Maros. Taylor, Hefner, and Maros. So Hefner's still behind, but was Maros in 6th? I don't think he was. He was in 4th, right?
Maros is in 5th, and Al Merriman is in 6th.
No, I meant before the pit stop. I think David was in 4th, and that pit stop mistake cost him 2 spots there as Taylor and Hefner got by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just have to keep an eye out for the battles here. Aaron Parsons.
JT Lau in the pits and had a move and got it getting by John McIntyre.
Yeah, so he's in the points now. And
so Dan Thorpe, who was running strong, is now hunting down Jonathan Cuppett.
we talked
Cuppett,
about
a little bit of a
talked about Lamke and Felipe having to pit early. Felipe, of course, didn't pit there on lap 20, and so he's up to 13th. So we will see where he goes
Lamke
from
just
there.
put it in the wall.
Yeah, Lamke's having some trouble today, guys. Sorry to disappoint. There's a lot of action in the chat, and I think they're here for Lamke, but he is in the back and struggling. Not sure what that's about. And Zack Hefner right on the tail of Matt Taylor. We've been talking about how Matt has more downforce. Well, that means Zack Hefner is going to have that much more advantage from the draft. Let's see if he can pull it off here. And, yeah, hop on board with him.
Yeah, and just a little update there. And Philippe Simard is now up to P14.
I have him in 13th.
Okay. Probably just waiting for my update. Yep, you're right. I just got an update.
Okay. Are you
Jason David's
I
on?
got you. You're looking at the in-game scoreboard, maybe?
Absolutely. I just switched over. I'm sort of running between the two scoreboards here.
Gotcha. That's right. You can't see everybody on the other one. We only get 25 drivers now, so you may be able to see the whole list. Not sure. Oh, and Matt Taylor looks like he got a little wide there. Zack Hefner's still right on his tail. Jesse Olsen is out.
Jesse Olsen, disco.
Wow.
So, Taylor is by Hefner. And we saw that Taylor was, I think Taylor's running a little less downforce.
Well,
So,
watch Hefner in this braking zone then.
Yep. But, if Taylor can get through a Rouge clean, he can put a little bit of space on.
Oh,
But
look
here
at that.
it comes.
Hefner on the inside. Got to leave room here. He
A
does.
little bit. Oh, and they're coming back at him.
Wow.
Great drive by both those guys.
Wow,
They
great,
both gave each other
great
a lot
pass.
of room there.
Yeah, wow. So Matt Taylor, though, as you said, maybe run lower downforce, has a speed advantage on this long straight. Here's the longest straight on the circuit. Let's see what he does.
Well, it looked like Hefner got through that pretty clean, though.
Yeah.
Eau Rouge really clean.
Yeah, it does. Keeping that half-second gap back to Taylor. So Taylor didn't get a big speed advantage that time. So Hefner hangs on to fourth for now. Oh, further back, Cuppet is fighting with Iggy. Iggy's in the Aston there, shooting blue flames for some reason. I don't know what that's about.
Well, Cuppet got a real clean exit out of that corner, so. But boy, look at that Aston go.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen a whole lot of the Aston this season. I think it's just Iggy and.
Whoa!
Oh, goodness.
Oh! Cuppet! Wozniak just missed that accident.
Goodness. That is not what you want to see. Cuppet back to 20th there. Further up, Ludden's getting closer to Al Merriman. So two of those guys fighting for 7th. They're still fighting for 7th. The others have made some mistakes and fallen back.
Yeah, Cuppet is all sorts of trouble here. Car's all bent up.
Bad news for Cuppet.
Yeah, you can barely keep it going here. So, Richter and DeGraw, a pair of Fords.
Oh, wow.
And John Ludden all over the back, Al Merriman. Coming into the bus stop.
For a better exit here.
Yeah, Ludden's got putting extreme pressure on Al Merriman, forcing him deep into the corners there. A little farther back, that Brad Maris, Ricker and DeGraw battle is heating up as well.
Okay, John Ludden making his way by Al here. He's going to be on the inside for this corner. Both of these guys going to keep it clean, I bet. Al's going to try and stay. Nope. Falls in behind John Ludden for that corner there. So
Great pass by John.
Yeah, great pass there.
Oh, Al locks it up.
Didn't lose much time there, but yep, definitely. You got to keep your pedal pressure consistent when you are chasing somebody, otherwise it will get you.
And just a little farther back, that battle between Maris, Richter, and DeGraw is heating up too.
All right, we're going to pop over to that battle because it looks like Ludden's getting a little bit of a gap back to Al Merriman.
Oh yeah,
actually,
he's left Al there for a time being.
Further back for 14th, JT Laro's getting closer to David Zahn. We're going to stay mostly up here on the DeGraw-Ricker fight as Brad and...
Yep, I'll keep an eye on Zahn.
Brad, and that's Philippe, too.
And
right up there in 12th.
Just as I mentioned that, JT Laro got by David Zahn.
Okay. Well, there we go. Unfortunate victims of the action up front here. As Ricker, yeah, exactly right. On the inside, outside that is. Mark Burak kind of defending the inside line there and then switching back for the chicane. A little wide there. See if Ricker can manage a better exit.
Well, Philippe has got the best line going through there.
Yeah, well, as I said, I think Philippe has some world records for sim racing at Spa. So I mean, he's already got by Brad. We'll see if he can make quick work of these two guys. He's kind of halfway through his stint instead of just starting like these other guys are. So.
In the draft.
Yes, he is. On the inside. These guys giving each other room. Great racing by these guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, great racing.
Spot.
You know, Ricker and Samard, well done, boys. Well done. Great action. Sean not giving up, trying to come back.
Yeah.
But you know, Sean would be well versed just to hang on to this guy's bumper and drag him down the track. So Parsons out with a 15-second lead to Kirkbride. Kirkbride with a 3-second lead over Szabo, and Szabo with a comfortable 6-second lead over Taylor.
David's getting close to Matt Taylor. That's it for Cuppet, so maybe not surprising. That was a pretty severe impact.
Yeah, that car looked like it was pretty much pooched. David having a run at Matt Taylor.
Yes, indeed.
And Samard all over the back of Mark DeGraw now.
We'll see if he can take him down the main straight, or maybe even into this braking zone. Let's see what he does. Meanwhile, David Morris is right up on the back of Taylor. But not getting that spot yet. Samard is right up in the draft.
Not quite close enough. Well, he's going to have a look. He's going to have a try.
He's going to poke his...
You know, and as I said, Sean Ricker's rated behind, and he's well versed just to keep up with Philippe and wait for him to force a mistake by Mark.
I think right now he's keeping up with Mark. Yeah, but you're right.
You know, this is a great battle here for P8 after 27 out of 58 laps here at historic Spa.
Yeah.
NAGP Thursday Night GT Racing.
That's P9 because that is Al in P8. I have Parsons first, Kirkbride second, Peter Sabo in third place, Matt Taylor in, Zack Hefner in fourth place, Matt Taylor in fifth, Al Merriman sixth, John Ludden seventh. No, that's David Maros in sixth, John Ludden in seventh, Al Merriman in eighth, Mark DeGraw in ninth, Philippe looking to take ninth place, and Sean Ricker in 11th. Does that match yours? Oh wait, that's right. You're a little bit behind because yours refreshes every lap.
No, bingo. You're good on. You're right on there.
Gotcha. And Philippe is still behind. Gonna try the outside of turn one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Too wide on turn one.
Yep, well there's plenty of room there. It's just all about seeing who can get the better line, and it looks like Mark's still ahead.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Big cut by...
Who cut?
Samard in the draft. Swinging her out. Having a look on the inside. Got her done this time.
Yeah, he did. So with 40 kilograms, he's really putting on a show here. You know, had that damage early on.
Okay, and now DeGraw taking advantage here.
Yep. Oh, a little bit of collision there. It's like neither of those guys got hurt too bad by that, but that's Brad looking to take advantage of that fight. And Philippe really moving away from those guys. Definitely got some pace here.
Wow. And did he put a gap on fast once he got clear?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got 40 kilograms because it's his first race, so pretty impressive. We've heard people talking about how this Lamborghini, you know, Brad likes it a lot, but it's apparently very difficult to drive. So as he takes the inside, tries to get around Sean Ricker. Ricker hangs on to the outside there. Wow.
Yep. Good respect shown by both those drivers there. Pretty intense here.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Parsons made a stop at the end of lap 29. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes, you know. Oh, wait, no. He's got to do two stints of 15, two stints of 14, so He may do either one. We'll see. Oh, up front.
Yeah. Parsons
Kirkbride's in first.
Parsons is on a strange strategy here.
Kirkbride's in first. When did that happen? I think I missed that. Sabo must have made a mistake or something. Nope. Maybe I didn't miss that. Maybe that happened a long time ago.
Now I've got Parsons, Kirkbride, Zabo, Hefner, and Taylor.
Yeah, Sabo was ahead of Kirkbride until recently, right? Anyway, got these exciting battles in the middle, making us miss what's happening. Oh no, Kirkbride was ahead after the pit stop. I'm sorry, I misremembered.
Now, hey, am I mistaken here? Or what happened to Philip Simard?
That's a really good question, because he is now in 16th. And his last lap was a 2:22. So he must have run into trouble trying to get by. I don't know who he was with.
No, I guess my scoring's a little messed up right now.
Zack Hefner is getting close to Peter Zabo. Keep an eye on that. And David Maros is still pretty close to Matt Taylor here. Looking for a way around. John Ricker likewise. Behind Mark DeGraw.
So, Maros and Taylor.
Oh, wow, Zack Hefner.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to go on the inside of Zabo here. And on the inside again.
Gets it done.
Yeah, he does. Wow, great pass. So that is good for Kevin Kirkbride, who really needs as many people in between him and Peter Zabo and David Maros as he can to keep both his chances for individual and team championship alive, with Andrew Adamson missing in action today. Big cut there by David.
Yep, right now you got Zabel, Kirkbride, and Taylor in the team championships. 1, 2, and 3 with Andrew Adamson. Adamson being out tonight is not going to do well for him.
That's right, and Rowdy Burns Racing, that's Kirkbride and Andrew Adamson are in the lead with 131 points. Turbo Nerds, that's Peter Szabo and David Maros are in second with 109. So with Andrew Adamson gone, this race could very easily change the team order there.
Absolutely, lots of mid-season racing for individual and team championships going on right now.
Yeah. Parsons, though, let's see. He's had poor luck so far. He's in 8th position. He's only gotten 32 individual points this season, so this is a great win for him.
Yeah, you know, they've struggled with the Viper, but it looks like this is going to turn out pretty good for both him and Al Merriman tonight if they can keep
If
this
they
up.
can, right. And just as I say that, Aaron Parsons pulls into the pits, so he took another 15-lap stint. Kirkbride's going to get by him. Let's see, Parsons is going to pull out soon here. Still waiting. That's a long pit stop. So
He's rolling.
yeah, he's rolling. Maybe it's just long because I watched it. So he's ahead of Taylor. Only 9 seconds behind here. So all those guys probably about to pit on the end of lap 39. We'll see where he ends up at that point. And Ludden in the pits too, so he's again the other driver on a soft strategy. Mar pitted on lap 28, so he pitted on lap 8 after his incident. Pitted on lap 28. Oh, okay. So that's what happened to Samard. He had to pit. I'm sorry. I should have known that. He had to pit for fuel. Now, lap 28 means he's got 30 laps to go. He still has to pit one more time. So
We got Maros all over the back of Matt Taylor. I don't know where you are right now, Jake.
up and up there. He is definitely persistent. Oh, little young, drink some water. Gotta stay with it here. We are just past halfway through. Oh, goodness.
So, in the ensuing last few laps, it looks like Brad Maris has split the two Fords. You got Sean Ricker right in the front and Mark DeGraw in behind him. So, Brad Marison currently sitting in P8.
Yeah, we caught Sean Ricker trying to. We caught. I don't know. We saw one pass there. Either way. Szabo up front. Szabo's behind Hefner here. Parsons turning quick laps. And that's David Maros on the outside of Matt Taylor.
Too wide.
Stays alongside here. There you
a
go.
A little paint scraping there, but
Wow. Wow.
what a great battle that is there.
So we'll see if David can hold on to that spot. Matt will be after him, that's for sure. David's fastest lap, their fastest laps are 500ths apart. So not much difference in pace from these guys, but as we've seen, Matt Taylor very fast on the straights, and that Porsche seems very strong in the curvy section, so we will see how that continues to play out. Up front, Hefner and Szabo. I think Hefner got by Szabo and we missed that, but now he's able to get a little bit of a gap, and he appears to be gaining on Kevin Kirkbride. So, very interesting. Parsons can see those three guys in front at this point on the long straights. He's only 11 seconds back from Kevin Kirkbride. So that has got to be encouraging.
He's got him in their sights.
That has got to be encouraging. Now, Parsons will make one more stop, and these guys will make one more stop. So, he does have some time to make up here.
Yeah, is Parsons going to take a smaller fuel load, though? Is he going to be a quicker stop? You know, there's only a 10-second gap there, so,
yeah,
man, it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and he does have that pace, so we'll just have to keep an eye on him and see where that goes. Sorry for being negligent, thinking about the outcome here, not watching the race. Further back, looks like we got quite a battle all the way back here for 14th. As Abe Wozniak is behind John McIntyre and David Zahn. Who's in that? Oh, sorry, it's actually JT Laro, I think.
Well, that's Ab Wozniak and Johnny McIntyre and David Zahn. And looks like Ab Wozniak is putting a little bit of heat on John McIntyre there, but those Lambos sure have the legs coming down that Kemmel Straight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Sergio in the mix there.
Yeah,
I was very confused about why I couldn't see Laro in the right spot. But no, he's a few seconds behind there on track.
So somebody we haven't mentioned too much of is Al Merriman. Clean air there. He's got, he's got a 5-second spread out in front of Ricker, and got clean air out in front of him. So doing well there, sitting in P6.
Yeah.
I have him in P6. That'll be P7, I think.
Yep, that's P7. Who are you missing at the front?
I'm not actually missing them. It's just not scoring properly on my app, broadcast app. Yes, Hefner is the one who's missing out of the top of my broadcast app.
Nice.
Not sure why, but we've got Kirkbride, Hefner, Szabo, and Parsons, if I'm not mistaken.
It is
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hefner, Szabo, Kirkbride, Parsons in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, it's all messed up then on my end, so we're going to let Jake let us know who's winning this race here.
Yeah, so we got Hefner in the lead by about 2.5 seconds over Peter Szabo right now. Kevin Kirkbride closing that gap to Peter Szabo again, so it looks like I keep missing action up front, I think, because I have not been keeping up with the comings and goings of the leader here. So David Maros is in 5th, and Matt Taylor's in 6th. Oh, Parsons is up to 4th. All right, clearly I need to keep my eye on the front here. I think we've had some mistakes made. Not sure about that. Yeah, Taylor.
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay, I've got a car coming. Oh, Bjorn has lost it.
uh-oh.
Got clear, though.
Yep. So Aaron Parsons is faster. He's on soft tires. He's got more fuel loaded at the moment, but that's not as important as the tires, especially in these heavier cars. So he is about to be in the action here. And this is really where we're going to see the outcome of the race decided, because despite having pit stops at different times, I think we're going to see pit stops of about the same length for all these guys, and they've all got to take one more. Aaron Parsons will wait a few more laps and pit at, I guess, lap 44. But the rest of these guys will pit on lap 39 at the end of lap 39.
Yep, just starting off lap 35. So, big long endurance race, mid-season special that we have here every season. And it's turned out to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
So now Parsons is closing the gap and catching up here at Kirkbride.
Yep, he is. Kevin Kirkbride made a mistake last lap, as I suspected, got a 226. So that's how Sabo got by there. Those are harder to catch, guys. Sorry about that. When they're racing, they get close. You can see them on the scoreboard. When they make a mistake and lose 2 seconds out of nowhere, that's harder to see.
And Sergio has called it a night.
Yeah, well, he lasted pretty long there. We know he would be finishing up around now normally, so yeah. Not quite, but we'd be towards the end of the race at this point.
It looks like Sean Ricker has put it off track. Brad Maris has just got by.
Okay, so that puts Brad ahead of the 2 Fords. Philippe has moved from 15th, where we had him after his pit stop, up to 13th. I wonder, let's see, pitted on lap 28. I wonder when he'll choose to pit again. That'll be interesting to see. Parsons getting closer and closer to Kevin Kirkbride. Kevin Kirkbride turns to 16.9. Kind of picking up the pace a little bit, I think, and matches Aaron Parsons' pace there. So,
McIntyre and Calderon have called it a night.
Okay, Johnny Mac is out. So we got a lot of retirements here. These endurance races do that to us.
Well, they've been racing pretty intensely for a long endurance race. That first couple of stints was pretty intense there.
Yeah.
So Sean Ricker is still trying to hang on to the back of Brad Maris.
David Miles is trying to close the gap to Parsons. How about that? 5-second gap there, but he's getting the distance from Taylor. See if he can improve on his spot here through our pit stop. Kevin's able to maintain that second gap back to Parsons right now. Meanwhile, further back, Abe Wozniak might get past David Zahn pretty soon. Salem Montgomery Jr. looking to take advantage if either of those guys make a mistake. Sean Ricker would really like that 8th position away from Brad, but we'll see if he can get back up there. But I'm going to stay up front here because I do not want to miss what happens when Parsons catches up to Kirkbride here. As he seems to be doing, he's reduced that second down to a little over half a second at this point.
A little farther back, Philippe Simard just got by Danthorpe.
Yep. And Parsons is going to make a move here, I think. I'm not sure. Nope, never mind.
Might not be close enough here, but
Yeah,
he sure is putting the pressure.
He's 0.2 behind now. He was a second behind last lap. Half a second, yeah, so we'll keep an eye on it.
Yep, two big heavyweights there. The Merc and the Viper.
And David Zahn and
Kirkbride
Abe,
doing a good job, though.
yeah, David Zahn and Abe Wozniak have slowed each other down, and Salem Montgomery is right on their tails. Gonna watch this for a second and see if Salem can get by Abe. Wow. Salem trying to pick a line here. Looks like Abe gets by David Zahn and Salem gets held up. So, not sure if there was contact there. Parsons still maintaining. He just turned. Kirkbride, excuse me, just turned his fastest lap of the race to 16.8. So still maintaining that lead, that third position ahead of Parsons. So that is not what Parsons needs at this point. He really needs to, well, we'll see. They should go in at the end of this next lap. Not this next lap, but the one after it, so we'll see. Yeah, once he's back in the clear air, he may find some extra pace. Gonna need to.
Yep, he is staying right there, staying right with Kirkbride, though.
Well, he's on. Remember, he's on those softer tires. We don't see those slow down until about the last 5 laps of his stint. So actually, about the last 4 of this stint, probably. So maybe about lap 40. He may start to lose some grip. In fact, he may have lost it already, as we've seen his lap times. No, not too bad. The 217 is a little slow, but I think he might just be held up behind Kirkbride. He's moving about as quick as he can. Turning fastest laps of the race.
Still, after 38 laps,
Oh yeah.
Zabo, Kirkbride, and Parsons, not much separating these guys right now.
Yeah, Parsons' strategy seems to be paying off here. It's getting him where he needs to be. He's going to have to maintain a dominant pace for the last third of the race. And that's where his challenge is, I think, because I don't know about Aaron, but at this point in the race, I'm getting worn out, starting to lose focus. So we'll see if he can. He is an alien after all. We'll see if he can hang on to it. I bet he can. Hefner's still in the lead, running a pretty clean race, getting the through lap traffic there. Looks like that's Cobus. Peter Sabo in second place. Kevin Kirkbride still in third. And Parsons now 2 seconds behind Kirkbride. Clearly had a mistake on that lap that cost him about a second. And now he's got to get by lap traffic. So, very interesting. Not
A tough spot here coming up to Cobus. So Cobus, nice move, thanks.
Yeah.
Moved over, let Parsons through.
Yeah, great move there. It's better to.
Yeah, well, that was a great move by Kobus there, because that's sort of a critical spot.
Right, exactly. He's sacrificing a little bit of time to let him by there, but he's got a whole half a lap back to Bjorn Heyman, so he knows he's not going to lose the spot from that particular pass. So Kevin Kirkbride, 4 seconds. Parsons, 5.8. Still a pretty big gap there. Kirkbride really pushing. Sabo also quick. Further back, Sam Montgomery Jr. into the pits.
Yeah, Kirkbride's got a comfortable gap now to Parsons.
Yeah, that mistake on the previous lap, I think, brought Parsons.
So Szabo, Kirkbride, and Parsons have got a comfortable spacing between them now.
I'm expecting Hefner to go straight to the pits here. No, he doesn't. He stays out. So, Szabo pits, Kirkbride pits. Parsons, of course, doesn't pit. But David Maros is pitting. Matt Taylor is pitting. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected, except for Hefner staying out, going to run another lap. He's fast, so I guess if you've got the fuel.
Szabo's rolling.
Yep.
Kirkbride's rolling. Maros is rolling. Taylor's still in the pits.
Sal Merriman coming down the main straight. He opts not to pit yet. And that's going to put him out behind Taylor in 7th. Out, but just in place. Sean Ricker's in the pits. So Kirkbride and Szabo, that battle is heated up after that pit stop. They are close again. Kevin Kirkbride with 20 kilograms of success ballast. Peter Szabo with 40. And it looks like neither of these guys intend to lose weight today.
No, well, not their intention. I just don't think it's in their DNA.
Yeah.
Kirkbride and Szabo.
Yep.
Battle brewing there.
Still watching. You know. And there's Hefner into the pits. Yeah, that's what I expected. So that will put Parsons in the lead then. We expect Hefner, of course, to get out ahead of Kirkbride and Szabo because he was ahead before. The question is, does he get out far enough ahead? You know, Szabo, 24 seconds. Oof, Parsons got his work cut out for him. That's just barely a pit stop back to Szabo, and Hefner is going to be ahead after Parsons' pit stop. So, here we go. Hefner had his first win a couple rounds ago, and last round lost that success ballast, so he's at 0 kilograms, just like Parsons. So we've really got a pretty exciting battle setting up for the last sector here. You know, Hefner went 2 20-lap stints, so he's only got to go 18 laps on this set. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. He will be on the softs, and Parsons will be on the. He will be on the mediums, and Parsons will be on the softs. So back to Savo and Kirkbride. And as Parsons has got that gap out to 20 seconds back to Hefner. It's just about stable. Parsons, as I said, his tires just about now are probably getting old. So we'll see if his times slow down at all, or if I'm just making that up.
Still, that battle with Szabo and Kirkbride is still ongoing.
That's where we're keeping the camera for now. Kirkbride. That's a individual and a team championship battle there. So definitely Rowdy Burns going to take a hit in the team championship if Szabo and Maros both manage to finish in the top 5 here. We will see how that goes, but certainly Kirkbride would like to be in front and diminish that advantage that they'll have. Kirkbride breaks a little later there.
I'm out behind Kirkbride, watching their lines, and Kirkbride seems really smooth at this point. Peter looks like he's sliding that car around just a little bit more, but he's doing a great job of keeping it out in front of Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's correct. I'm showing a gap, Aaron Parsons to Zack Hefner of around 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's correct. So we're expecting Parsons to pit on at the end of lap 44, and we are expecting him to come out in P2, 3, or 4. And he will have to fight his way back to first if he wants to win here. He'll be on soft tires. They'll have the same fuel load at that point, but he'll be on newer tires. So we will see how that plays out. Certainly, though, his pace right now, it looks like those tires are a little bit less effective than they are at the start of the stint. So that's another thing. He seems to be equally fast as these guys towards the end of his stints. As the softs start to go off, they seem to have about the same pace as the mediums, as far as I can tell, at least on his car. So that'll be really interesting to watch at the end of the race, I'm betting. Szabo Kirkbride still going.
Yep, they're fighting for the podium. Now, I'm showing Philippe Simard in P8. Am I right or wrong on that?
That is 9th, but yeah, you're right, and then he's moving up. So his fastest lap was a 2:16.3. For comparison, the fastest lap of Aaron Parsons on the softs, a 2:16.4.
Yeah, and it's an incredible lap there. Seeing that he's carrying the freight here, hasn't been around to practice in the car as much as some of the other fellows have.
I'm really curious who has fastest lap of the race.
Yes,
Can't find it.
to Taylor.
Taylor. Yeah, there it is. So it's 5/500ths faster than Samard's lap. And Samard's got 40 kilos. How much does Taylor have? 0. Wow.
Yeah, Philippe is doing an excellent job there.
Yeah, quite a recovery from his trouble earlier on. You know, that's kind of the problem with he wasn't at the qualifying race, so he started at the back, and that's why he gets caught up. You know, in the middle of the track, just because of all the traffic, ends up having the most incidents, it seems. So, anyway, but a good recovery from him. Hopping back up here to Zabo to make sure I don't miss Kirkbride trying to get by here.
Well, this is usually where the action happens. You know, down through corner 1 here. Out through Eau Rouge on to the Camel Straight. And it's who gets this clean through Eau Rouge to set up the Camel Straight track.
Wow. Parsons getting slower at the end of his stint, 17.550, and Hefner's gained about a second. So after his pit stop, we'll expect him to be fast again, but at the end of the race, he may have struggles. Hopefully he'll be ahead at that point and can only defend. Maybe that's what his plan is. You know, we've seen Parsons defend for some pretty impressive victories, so we will see. Certainly this will be the first win for the Viper this season.
Absolutely. But Kirkbride and Zabo, great action going on there. But it does look like Kirkbride is getting in nice and tight. As I mentioned earlier, great lines by Kirkbride.
Yeah. Very clean, keeping it tidy and just trying to wait for Sabo to make a mistake here, big enough to let him by.
Not much there.
Goodness, that was scary. Thought he might try for the inside there. And there's Parsons into the pits at the end of lap 44. So let's see where he comes out. Expecting him to. He's in the pits. He's in the pits. He's in the pits. He's pulling away.
He's rolling.
There's Savo and Kirkbride turning the corner. There's Parsons turning the corner, and he's going to come out behind those guys. So, 4th for Parsons, soft tires. Let's see what he can do.
Well, you know what? This little battle going on between Kirkbride and Zabo.
It just got
Parsons in the catbird seat here.
It just got very interesting for those two guys. That battle's not for second anymore. It's for second or third or fourth. We'll see what they can come away with.
The pressure is on. 1 hour and 42 minutes into our mid-season classic.
Yeah. I apologize to anybody through mid-pack right now watching the broadcast. I'm sure you're having very interesting battles, but it's not often you've got a battle for the podium, you know, 3/4 of the way through an endurance
Philip
race here. So.
Simard is making a run on Al Merriman down on the inside, the end of Kemmel Straight, and he gets the job done.
Yes, he does. Good job there, up to 8th. But he's got quite a gap there now to Taylor. And
Parsons making a move on Kirkbride.
thank you, Jack. He's on the outside.
Wow.
And wow, got that
Made
spot.
that look easy.
Well, he's on those soft tires. I think that's helping him a lot. Look at how much later he goes into the braking zone there. Gets a little lockup, but so now he will take the fight to Peter Szabo. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting the Viper's got weird camera angles. That's David Maros and Matt Taylor in 5th and 6th place.
The Thunder from down under is on a charge.
Yes, he is. As he needs to be, because all the pit stops are done.
And fresh tires.
You know, but last time we saw him battling in this similar position, he got pretty slow there at the end of his 14 laps last time. So hopefully he doesn't wear out those tires and have an issue keeping the lead, if he will, or keeping second place towards the end of the race. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get up to Hefner. He's certainly got to get by Szabo and then get into clean air so he can take advantage of the softer tire.
Well, he's definitely giving Peter a rear view full of Viper.
That's definitely true.
And now Merrill's just coming under terrible pressure from Matt Taylor.
We will keep an eye on that as well. Oh, and both these guys are close, close, close. Okay, Parsons is going to have to wait a second. Taylor gets by David into the braking zone. Now David's on the outside. Wow.
Merrill's coming back.
Oh, goodness. Careful, guys. Matt goes wide. Maros is ahead, but did Matt get a better exit of the corner? Yeah, he did. Oh, David wisely backs off there. Wow.
Back up front. Parsons all over Szabo's tailpipe. Hate to break off that action, but
No, yeah, but you're right. Maros to take the fight back to Taylor. Oh. Hefner's happy about this battle. Keep fighting, guys. As he tries to maintain that lead of 5 seconds. It's been 5 seconds for a long time over Szabo. But if Parsons can get by, we might see some pace. 16.9 was his last lap. We know he can turn about half a second faster. Excuse me. If he gets out ahead of Szabo and has 10 laps to go and is getting half a second a lap on Hefner, he could definitely win the race. But Hefner pretty quick, so we will have to see. I think it might be close, but Parsons might have to settle for second here.
Parsons.
He's going to take second now, getting on the outside here. Using those soft tires like we saw him do before. He can really carry a lot of speed into that corner.
We've seen him do that once before on the outside there, and that
He
is
did the same thing to Kirkbride.
that is fast going through that.
Okay. So, the watch begins. Can Parsons go quickly enough to challenge for first place on the soft tire? We will have to see. This last lap looked like he was held up a little bit by Peter Szabo as he tried to get by. Zack Hefner, I think, could have a little more pace. I think if he pushes, and he might start now, we may see a few faster laps in him from compared to a 2:17.8. I think he can turn a little faster than
Well,
that.
the gap is almost at full camo straight.
Yep. Yeah, and Hefner's picking up the pace. He is indeed. So, and with Parsons not picking up the pace, I wonder if he knows he's settling for second. Not sure, as he can get a glance, just a glance at Hefner. Corner ahead, some of the longer straights.
Yeah, I think he just barely got a glimpse of him on the camel there. Well, it is shaping up to be an interesting finish for this endurance race. I thank all our viewers for joining us tonight. Well, a little farther back, we got Ricker and Ludden duking it out here.
Just looking at that, I think it's safe to drop back now. You know, we'll have Parsons trying to advance on Hefner, but we've got a few laps before that gets interesting. And in fact, we're seeing some pretty dominant pace out of Zack Hefner. We'll have to see what kind of lap he's turning, but he's quick. And oh, Brad leaves.
Brad Maris has dropped.
I wonder if that was just a disconnect. That's very unfortunate for Brad. Hate to see that.
Dan Thorpe has put it off track.
Parsons is 2:16.7. Hefner just turned his fastest lap of the race to 2:16.3. That's as fast as Parsons can go. That's actually faster than Parsons' fastest lap. So Hefner keeps it clean. He's got the win here. He's got the pace. So that's exciting for Hefner. Might see another win for Hefner here today.
Well, it's quite possible. You know, he's got just under 9 laps to go.
Yeah. We'll see. Kirkbride gonna want to take the fight back to Szabo. We'll see if he can close that gap a little bit. See if he gets a little bit of lock up there. Ludden and Rick are still going.
So, Zach, while you got a second or two of breathing space, why don't you give us a rundown on race order.
Yep, that's a good idea. Zack Hefner finishing lap 50 there is in first. Sorry, starting lap 50 is in first place. Aaron Parsons is in second. So his strategy paid off pretty well. Had to make those extra pit stops probably for extra fuel, but put it on the softs. Peter Szabo's in third place, and he's not far ahead of Kevin Kirkbride in fourth. Those two guys are leading in the individual championships and in the team championships, so keep an eye on that fight. Matt Taylor in fifth place. There's about an 8-second gap ahead from the little group in front. David Maros is not far behind him, but those guys are kind of on their own. And then we got a 40-second gap back to Al Merriman, who's leading. John Ludden and Sean Ricker in fastest Ford today. Mark DeGraw is, I think he used to be behind that group. Clearly he's made some kind of mistake here that cost him some time. He's in 10th. And Philippe, as we've seen moving up, he just pitted again, didn't he? Yep, lap 47, he made his last pit stop. And so he will look and see. I bet he's wondering if he can get back and take the top 10. We'll see if that can happen. We haven't seen him turn really fast laps. So. Sam Montgomery Jr. has pulled it up to 12th. So pretty good position here considering I think he started at the back. Or maybe he had trouble early on. I'm really not sure. I think maybe he had trouble in the... no, I'm not sure. Can't tell you. JT Laro, 13th position. Abe Wozniak's in 14th. Iggy is in 15th in the Aston. And then David Zahn's in the last points position in 16th. Followed by Dan Thorpe, 17th. Kovas is in 18th. And Bjorn Heyman, still in the race, is in 19th position. So that's the order. Hottest battle right now is still John Ludden, who just took that 7th place from Al Merriman. So, excuse me, John Ludden,
Ludden
remember.
was charging real hard up to Al.
John Ludden, remember the other car on that 3-stop strategy on softs.
Yeah, both Al and partner Aaron Parsons going with a little mixed strategy here.
Yeah. Hefner still got a 5-second gap ahead of Parsons, so unless Parsons,
yeah, just not enough there. Equally matched in pace.
yeah,
Maybe you can't fault the strategy. I mean,
well, I'm
P2.
right. I'm not sure Parsons had a choice at his pace. Certainly, you got to say he's going to burn a little bit more fuel than Al. So, if Al could barely do the 2-stop, then Parsons might not have even been able to unless he just saved fuel. And that's, Parsons not going to save fuel. So, yeah. In the Viper, I'm betting this was the way to go. We got to maintain that pace. Got to have some advantage over the other cars, which he accomplishes with a soft tire. And just go for it. So, great race here by Aaron. And the best finish we've seen so far from the Viper, up from 7th.
Yeah, absolutely. And both the strategies have paid off for that team tonight. Both well within top 10 finishes for both cars. Of course, P2 and P8. I mean, can't go wrong there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although Al is going to have to stay on his best behavior for the rest of this race, because Sean Ricker is closing that gap. So failing any major mishaps, other than Kirkbride and Szabo, who have been duking it out for a good part of this race, we may be looking at our finishing order pretty close.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, a great battle again. You know, we're missing a few of the drivers, Adamson, Joliker, missing a few of the guys that I would like to have seen out here. We know they would have definitely been in the mix tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Ian had something came up, something either work related or somebody involved with work has an illness, I think, and there was a fundraiser or something. So Ian couldn't be here. I think his original plan was to sub and drive for Brad in that. Where is he at? Oh, right, he dropped out. Brad in the Lamborghini. So, shame Brad couldn't finish the race. I think he just got disconnected. Somebody who's turned fast lap.
Well, Al's had problems there off turn 1, and that's let Sean Richter in all over the back from having a look on the inside of the Eau Rouge there.
And Al just turned his fastest lap of the race.
Ricker in the draft, swinging out, having a look on the inside. And I think he's going to have that one made.
Yep. See if he can hang on to it.
Yeah, Al just had a little bit of a push coming out of turn 1 there, and opened the door for Sean. Still pretty impressive. You know, you got like the top 6 cars within 16 seconds of each other in a 53 laps down in a 58 lap race on a course this long.
Right.
So good on everybody tonight. From what we've seen, Jake, pretty good clean racing. I haven't seen anything that was obtuse or out of line.
Right. Definitely. Sabo has been, the only battles I've been thinking about, Sabo has been staying ahead of Kirkbride. You know, Aaron Parsons kind of had a gap between those two guys when he got past Kirkbride and had to fight his way past Sabo. Matt Taylor is pretty safe from David Morrows at this point as well. So Ludden's clear of Ricker and Al, as he probably should be because he's on those soft tires. Yeah. So maybe we should just see what we're gonna do to our team and our drivers' championships here. If Hefner gets 25. Let's see where they. Hefner's teammate is Jesse Olson, who is
Olson is out.
currently out, so not good for the team championship. But that 25 points for Hefner would put him up a couple places in the driver championship at least, although it'll put him above Andrew Adamson, who's not here tonight. As far as the Drivers' Championship, though, if Sabo gets third, which is 18, I think. Kirkbride fourth. So Sabo's going to extend that lead by a couple more points, not a whole lot. The interesting number.
So Hefner is maintaining a 5-second gap over second place Aaron Parsons. And Parsons got a comfortable gap of 4 seconds once he battled by Peter Szabo, which took a few laps to get by Peter. Good competition going on there, and Peter is now battling with Kirkbride. So Kevin Kirkbride battling with Peter for the last podium position very late in this race.
Yes, indeed. So, if the Turbo Nerds take home 30 points today with Sabo in third and David Maros in sixth, and Kirkbride takes home 16 from fourth place, then actually Rowdy Burns, Kevin Kirkbride, Andrew Abson will still be in the lead for the team championship. But
wow,
that
with
lead will
Andrew
be
not being here tonight. That really is close to the race up.
Yeah, you got that right. That lead will be greatly diminished. It'll be would have been, let's see, currently it's 22, but now it'll be just 6. Or no, excuse me, 8. Quite close here.
So Parsons is closing the gap ever so slowly, just running out of laps here to do it. 4.947 seconds back of your leader, Zack.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think we've seen a pretty impressive late race pace from Hefner. On the medium tires, really turning just about as fast laps as Parsons is at this point. So, great run by him. I think the Spa was very well suited to the Nissans this year, clearly. So, great job there on what is hopefully going to be his second win. Don't want to speak too soon, give him the curse, but exciting. Always good to see new faces finishing up top here.
Well, Parsons can see him.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh boy, that late in the race, the 4.5 seconds might as well be 44.5 seconds.
Right.
He's just not going to have enough. And Zack's pace is, their pace is pretty close, pretty equal, so it's going to be really tough. Zack's just got to bring it on home.
Yeah, well, I think he knew that. Parsons has had quick laps, but they haven't been as fast as his fastest lap. And he's not. I don't think he's. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he's pushing as hard as he can. I think he knows he's going to maintain second here, and maybe knew he wasn't quick enough to take first, so maybe he's just focused on keeping it clean and consistent. Peter Szabo is, not far behind him, so he would gladly take advantage of any mistake Parsons made at this point. We know that on the we know that on the soft tire we're seeing slow pace right about now. Parsons not slowing down, so maybe he saved some tire this time in order to keep that second. Make sure he could keep that second position without an issue.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're about 4 seconds apart from each other. So,
Yep.
like I was saying, after 58
Pretty
laps,
safe,
this is a decent racing.
Oh yeah. We had good racing all the way until pretty much after Parsons cleared his pit stop and then got to where he is now. Racing all the way through, and in fact, I'm probably may still be something going on at the back. Although no, mostly we're sorted out here. Sean Ricker got by Al Merriman and then got a little bit of a gap, so Al hasn't been able to respond there probably as he would like.
Yeah, Al's just trying to be a fly in the ointment there, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah. And we catch a glimpse of Zack when we hop on with Parsons. from the next corner.
Yeah, he is pushing that Viper to its limits, but to no avail. At this point, all he's doing is keeping Peter Szabo from stealing that P2.
Yep, you got that right. Great race by Parsons, though. To have an extra pit stop and end up in second is very impressive. Speaking of impressive, Philippe, after his trouble early on, had to take 3 pit stops, and he's in 11th with 40 kilograms. So that is not a bad first run here at NAGP. Great job.
Absolutely carrying that extra freight around. First showing here. Way to go, Philippe.
He put on softs on his last stop, so yeah, he just knew he didn't have. Oh, he only had, it was lap 47, so he had 10 laps or 11 laps to go there. Parsons is by lap traffic and is good to go really for the end of the race here.
Yeah, and really went late.
Oh, trouble for Peter Szabo. Wow. Peter Szabo took it a little bit further off the course on exit than he intended to there and had to catch it, but he didn't hit any walls, so that's good. Kevin Kirkbride probably thought, hey, why don't you do that again? Yeah, that looks scary.
Oh, he's probably, Captain Kirk's probably trying to stay in there and keep the pressure on.
Oh, yeah.
And Peter Szabo coming up to lap traffic here. Bjorn and David Zahn up ahead.
Yep, those are the guys that we just saw Ezra get by. And Hefner's coming around here to start the final lap. See if this lap traffic affects this battle for third place. Oh, it will. As Bjorn holds up Peter Szabo and lets him by on exit. But that puts Kirkbride right up on Peter's tail here.
Yep. Clean sailing for Zack Hefner and Aaron Parsons from here on in. So it looks like Zack Hefner in P1 and Aaron Parsons P2. And if Peter can withhold the pressure that Captain Kirk's putting on him, it looks like he'll be able to hang on to that P3. But Kirkbride saying it ain't over until the fat lady sings.
Yeah, I bet Peter Szabo's still going to have to get past David Zahn here. Because if he doesn't...
David will give him plenty of space.
Yeah, but I was just going to say, if he doesn't, I bet Kevin might be able to get up to him. But yeah, David Zahn totally maintaining his pace here. Got, oh yeah, he's turning 7:19, so may not even get past, actually. He's got a lot of damage. He's struggled in the Lambo. As I said, it's got a reputation as being kind of a handful.
Hefner coming around Blanchemont.
Yep. So we've
Into the final chicane.
That's it. Hefner first. He's excited about that one. Parsons, P2. Peter Szabo keeps P3 ahead of Captain Kirk. Kevin Kirkbride, P4. Matt Taylor was getting pretty close to those guys at the end of the race. He's in P5. David Maros is in P6. John Ludden is right. There's a pretty big gap back to 7th place, but those guys are not lapped. He is coming through now. Let's come up to the chicane. After the straight.
Yep, you got a pretty big gap back to the rest of the field there.
Yeah, but we're expecting Ludden to finish 7th. Sean Ricker to finish 8th ahead of Al Merriman, so good pass there towards the end for Sean Ricker. Mark DeGraw in 10th. Sale Montgomery Jr. got up to 11th. Good run from him. Philippe Samard got up to 12th. JT Laro 13th. Abe Wozniak in 14th. And then a few guys finished a lap down and are now ramming each other. So
I hear the horns are beeping. Iggy and
I missed the.
Right.
I told him to ram the winner, and I missed it. I shouldn't have. I should have gone up there. Maybe we'll get a few more licks
a
in.
little bit of a traffic jam up there.
Yeah. Let's see. We're probably going to talk to Zack here. Not sure when to expect him. Can you move him up here? Oh, there he is. Hey, Zack.
Hey guys.
Good race there.
Great race.
So.
Yeah, I had that little spin and I wasn't sure I was gonna make it back in time, but I had a bad first stint and then came back. I was driving angry that second stint. So.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, so only 2 stops there. You didn't seem to have any issue making the fuel last 20 laps, like other guys were saying.
The first stint I had to lift and clutch in a little bit there at the end, but the second stint I also went 20 and I didn't have a problem there, so I was able to make it without too many issues.
There you go. Yeah, and then that last stint of 18 was no problem. So, and yeah, you even had really good pace there over Parsons. Parsons took 3 stops and was on the softs. So
I saw him pass Szabo and Kirkbride, and I was like, all right, got to kick it in the gear.
yeah. Well, great job there. I think he actually, there at the end, he might have been saving tires because at the end, no, maybe not. At the end of his stints, he was a whole second slower than he was with fresh tires. So, interesting choice there, how it played out for Parsons. But great win. That's your second win, I guess. So,
Second win, yeah. I really wanted to bounce back after the Most Sport incident and then after a bad run at Silverstone, an okay run at Silverstone. So I wanted to get a good finish here.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't get any better than first place.
That's right.
Great race, Zack. But we were trying to figure out the strategy there with the 2-stop, 3-stop, and it looked like it was pretty evenly matched there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Mid-season classic is over and done. We can get back to regular racing for the rest of the season. So wish you the best for the rest, Zack.
Yeah, great race.
I'm not looking forward to the wait.
Well, you got rid of it last time, and then you came back for another win. So you keep repeating that cycle, you'll be in pretty good shape, I guess.
I think so. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. And we just went dark, so we are all done here. Zach's still in the game for us. Still looking at his car. Thanks again, Zach. Good race, good win. Let's see. Where are we next week? Next week, we're in Italy. So join us next Thursday for that. As Jack said, regular length race. Monday, we are at Riverside, which is an old circuit in California that most of us in this league have never raced before. So join Al and Brad on Monday night at 9 for that. Join us on Thursday night at 9 for some Italian name I can't pronounce. And we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us.